ఓం గణేశాయ నమః. ఓం గురుభ్యో నమః. గురవే సర్వలోకానాం విషజే భవరోగిణాం నిధయే సర్వవిద్యానాం దక్షిణామూర్తయే నమః. ఓం నమో వెంకటేశాయ. Dear friends, now I would like to say a story and interpret the story in possible ways. Stories are umpteen. Nevertheless, each story has many dimensions, but unfortunately, every story, at the end of the story, in the sense, they will give one single small moral of a sentence or two. With that, what happens? That cannot be understood by either by the student or teacher. Teacher must be in a position to understand the story in many possible dimensions, applying to the present environment, the culture, the context, and so on and so forth. Thus, I am interested in telling the stories from different sources, and I have many stories, and for every story I have developed the interpretation and application of that particular story to the present context. Now, this is also, I think, one of the well-known stories. Two crabs. There were two crabs, mother and daughter. The mother and daughter crabs left behind by the tide in the sea. That is, they were thrown by the tide to the shore. However, due to their passion and instinct, again the mother crab and daughter crab moving towards the sea. Then the daughter crab was going in front of the mother crab was behind the daughter crab. The mother crab, observing the movements of that daughter crab, that is the gait we call, or walking, moving this side and that side, as any crab would walk like that. However, the mother crab, due to her passion to correct her daughter, asked the daughter crab, "What is that you are doing? Why you are walking like that, moving this side and that side? your gait is not proper. So you must also walk like the rest of the world, straight and attractive, which should be attractive. By hearing these words, the daughter crab told mother, Mother, I am walking to the best of my ability and according to my structure, my body and my function. So I cannot do better than this, as a matter of fact. However, if you want to see that I walk properly according to your wishes, you first show me how to walk properly. Then I can follow you. Because any crab has to walk like that, moving this side and that side, because its structure is such and its movements are such. Thus, here, the mother crab had no voice, rather answer, to convince the daughter crab, because the daughter crab asked, You be an example for me so as to follow you. You be a role model. So thus, the mother crab could not say a word. Then coolly it started going into the sea. Here, it is a very small story. But how many issues that are involved in this particular story? Normally, this story has been told, charity should begin at home. Anything must start at the origin. I think it is Dickens' proverb, charity should begin at home and the justice at the neighbor's house, neighbor's door. That was the original, as far as my knowledge goes, my memory goes well. Charity should begin at home and justice at the neighbor's door. Like that. Here, every mother, every father, that is parents, teachers, or elders, or including sometimes friends, or those who are no way connected to the incidents or the people in reference, in the context, in a given context. They want to preach. But this is called practice to precept. You can sermonize. Many sermons can be delivered. Many morals can be given to other people, can be told. But without practicing, without thinking with the consciousness, just casually, without serious thinking, we try to give advice. Because there is one, in one of the Telugu dramas, there is one question, a beautiful drama. A Pandit was asked, what is the easiest thing in life? The answer was telling morals to others. What is the toughest job? Practicing. ఎన్ని నీతులైనా చెప్పచ్చు ఎంతమందికైనా, కానీ నువ్వు పాటించావా ఆ నీతులను? దట్ ఈస్ ది బిగ్గెస్ట్ ఇష్యూ. సో ప్రాక్టీస్ టు ప్రిసెప్ట్. Why Gandhiji has been recognized by the whole world, not only India, in fact much more by the world. Gandhiji did what he said. Anything that is said by Gandhi is followed by him. Even there is a well-known story by Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. A father has brought his son to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and asked, Swamiji or Guruji, my son is taking jaggery, too much of jaggery, so he could not resist the temptation of eating more and more jaggery, and that may harm his health. I am afraid of it. I am worried very much. Please tell him and preach him, rather please counsel him that it is bad to eat more and more jaggery. Then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa ji asked the father to bring the child after 1 week. After 1 week, again he brought him. Again he postponed the matter for 1 more week. This is all known story, that's why I am making short. Again 1 week. Again he told, you bring one after 1 more week. So he liked that it took almost 6 weeks or 7 weeks. After that, one day, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa told, the child, don't eat jaggery. Even I don't eat. It's very bad. So you listen to your father and maintain your health properly. Like that he has given some advices. Then father asked, you would have told this on the first day itself, Swamiji. Why you have postponed? Almost about 2 months time you took. Every week we used to come and every week you used to postpone. Why it happened? Then he said, in fact, I like jaggery very much. I eat more. So during the 6 weeks time, I practiced. I stopped eating the jaggery and I avoided the temptation. And as a result of that, I have become confident. So with my consciousness, now I am eligible to preach, I am eligible to tell, because unless I do it, I cannot tell. So after stopping the eating of jaggery, now I told your child not to eat. Otherwise, it won't work. Like that. Even there is one anecdote in the sense, even Paramacharya of Kanchi, some green, he liked some green leaves for a day or two and it was continued for some time. And then every day the cook used to prepare that because Swamiji likes. So that means his senses, yielded to a small thing of food for a specific taste. So then he wanted to make some prayashchitta and did something. There is a story. అందులో పరమాచార్య గారు ఆ తోటకూర ఇష్టమని ఓ రోజు అన్నారని అందరూ చేసి పెడుతుంటే రోజు అదే తీసుకొచ్చి అదే చేస్తుంటే ఆయన చాలా సీరియస్గా దాన్ని జీవితంలో మళ్ళీ తోటకూర తినకుండా ఆయన తీర్మానించుకున్నారు. సో దిస్ ఈస్ వేర్ వీఆర్ టాకింగ్. గ్రేట్ పీపుల్ ఆల్వేస్ tell when they do it. Without doing, they will not tell. How great. What kind of mind, what kind of, what we call a conviction with which they can maintain and control the mind. So that way, there are certain things about this. To extend this particular thing, we were telling the mother crab trying to correct the daughter crab without correcting itself. Like that, all parents, all teachers, all people. Suppose the mother wanted to become a dancer, unfortunately she could not become a dancer. She wanted to become a doctor. The father wanted to become a lawyer. Father wanted to become an engineer or a doctor or something like that. He had many desires. He wanted to choose many other professions, but unfortunately he might have come into a particular profession. And so there, what they wanted to do, their desires, their unfulfilled desires are to be rubbed on the children, and they want to see that at least they get the satisfaction that my children, at least if I am not a lawyer, if I am not a dancer, if I am not a musician, if I am not a painter, let them be at least. So they take so many steps, so many measures, so many pains in order to make that. But they are not interested. They will never think, unfortunately, the parents will never think whether the children are interested in that particular profession or not. They are not bothered about it. This is very unfortunate state. That is why most of the children, either they will become painters or musicians, neither that nor something else which they like. Finally, Trishanku Swargam. విశ్వామిత్రుడు త్రిశంకు స్వర్గంలో ఉంటారు, అటు కాకుండా ఉంటారు, ఇటు కాకుండా ఉంటారు. సో దే ఆర్ నాట్ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ లైఫ్. they get bored, and they indulge in very many vices, and they are disappointed, disgruntled and distressed. For that reason they will rather suffer a lot in life. Because in motivation we have been telling for you always, if you do a job with interest, with liking, ishtam. Second one is custom, with pain, without interest. సో కష్టంతో చేసేది అట్నే ఉంటుంది, ఇష్టంతో చేసేది ఇంకో రకంగా ఉంటుంది. ఓన్లీ టూ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ దేర్, లైక్ ది క్యారెట్ అండ్ స్టిక్. దట్ ఈస్ మెజర్స్. But this is the inward feelings, the emotions, the reasons, the beliefs. For that reason, when they are not interested, unnecessarily they are admitted in the engineering, in the medicine, in some other job, and they neither they become doctors or engineers or something, and finally they choose some small jobs, and many people, because they have some kind of skill in a particular area and interest, they have some skill and interest, their attitude, their aptitude more important, without taking into consideration of their aptitude, when they are thrown into a dustbin, what is the purpose? What is that they will do? Unnecessarily their lives are spoiled. They would have become good musicians, good painters, either fine arts or something. They might have become a lawyer instead of engineer, or a teacher, that they would have liked. Some people like teaching, some people like something. So you must choose the job which you like, you must choose the profession which you like. But here, it is not the desire of the children. It is not they are not the desires of the children. They are taken into consideration but by the parents, but their interests, their likings, their desires, their passions, their feelings. Even in marriages, they compel, they bring a boy. Are Baba, they will tell daughter. You see, they have a lot of money, they have a lot of property. He is working in America, he is doing this, his father is an MLA or an MP or a minister. All plus points they will give and ask the daughter to marry that person, or the girl by the son. But they are not interested in that. They might have loved somebody else, or some reason or other, or they might have not liked that person. Physically, the chemistry should work out. So they are not interested. Why we like some people, why we don't like people? Because we used to say there will be electrothermal magnetic waves like that, there will be so many things. So I am traveling in a bus. I may be sitting here, but there may be one fellow by my side, this side, right side and left side, but I will not bother about it. But I will see, and at a corner there may be one person, either man or woman. We used to see, we used to watch, we have seen somewhere, there is some kind of attraction. The waves, the magnetic waves. So for that reason, the chemistry workout కాలేదంటాం. So why do you compel unnecessarily your children to do in a particular way? They do in their own way. You leave them, give a little freedom. Are the children? Same thing in organizations. Superiors will be there. What the superiors will compel? You do like this. Sir, this is not the way. I know, I can do better. There is something. We can, within a short time, we can complete the project. That fellow may tell, because he has some idea on that. No. What is our age? You are just 25. I am 50 years old. I have నా వయసు, నా ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అది లేదు నీ వయసు. My experience is more than your age. Don't talk rubbish. Do it as I say. You will compel. So like that, 100,000 examples can be given from political systems, from government to family to business to industry to fine arts to and many other areas or the fields. I have heard a beautiful story. There was someone in United States of America, a doctor, and that doctor was multifaceted personality. He was proficient in 3 or 4 fields, on liver, on kidney, on heart, something like that, and he was very reputed person. And as a special case, even after retirement, he was working for 10 years or 15 years almost. Still government did not bother. They wanted to see that this man continues because his wisdom is so much, his knowledge is so much, his skill is so much. Then one day he told, I cannot work further because my age is not permitting. I cannot do justice. He requested, okay, send off party. Even the President of America has attended that because he is such a reputed person. He has all rewards and awards. That is a different story. And then everybody praised him, and finally his turn has come, and he told, in fact, my father wanted me to become a doctor, but I became a doctor. Somehow I have become successful with all your blessings. It is your goodness more than my greatness. But my interest was, I wanted to sit somewhere under the tree or in a place in the hills, here and there, and sing music. Even in the trains and other things, we see people singing, going. I wanted to be a freelance singer, but my desire has not been fulfilled. Still, I feel that I have lost something. See the difference. Fortunately, he has become a very good doctor, but otherwise, it would have been different. How can we understand the human life, human mind, human spirit, human understanding? How can you say? How can I say that what is in your mind? So the likes and dislikes we must take into consideration, and the situation and the instinct we must take into consideration, and the symbolic issues we must take into consideration, and see what can be done, what cannot be done. You must guide what can be done, but you should not compel what cannot be done. The compulsion should not be there. The choice must be given. It's not a chance. Neither it is a chance nor a compulsion, but it is a choice. So if you go by choice, I will do my job. I love it. I like it. I will be happy. I will be comfortable. Even if it is not there, I will not bother because I have chosen it. It's not compelled by you. So that way we have to understand charity should begin at home, practice to precept. Without practicing, you cannot preach the things unnecessarily and spoil the people and the societies. So this is the basic idea of this particular story. It may appear to be very simple, but every parent has to understand why we talk about something, the behavior or interest or taste. So they will compel to eat such and such a food. They may not like that food. They want some other taste. Let them eat. Why, what is the problem to you? They will be happy. Somehow we think in subconscious mind these people are not, because they missed so many things in life. As Jung said, in the subconscious or unconscious mind, there might have been some disappointments to these people, and these disappointments will come to surface and they will spoil the children also. So such things should not be encouraged, entertained. So when we speak about a story, how best we can understand from different ramifications, different reflections, different dimensions and angles that particular story, and what way that is what exactly relevant to us, to the present society, present practices, present preachings. So with this, I take leave. Thank you very much. Good luck. May God bless you.